Hey friends, if you're new to my channel, I'm Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. Hey y'all, so today let me tell you what's going on around here with me. First of all, I'm acting real peppy because I'm trying to be peppy. I don't feel peppy. Oh my goodness, there's so much that I could talk to y'all about, and hopefully I will soon with just everything that I'm going through physically and just all the things. It's a struggle, but I'm trying to get myself motivated today. I'm doing some just light cleaning around the house. I'm doing some dusting, some picking up. This is a room that you probably haven't seen. I don't know if I've even ever shared it before on my channel. I'm in Trent's study. He's working out of town for a few days, but don't worry, by the time that I upload this, he'll be back home, so I'm not giving away any secrets here. And so when he's gone, sometimes I try to get in here and dust and just straighten up in his study. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to share with you, finally, we got the fence put together that's going to go outside to cover up where the trash can is. So I'm going to tell you my ideas for that. I made a little change in the den with those pretty little columns that I got to go on each side of the painting. I put together something for Caroline that I'm going to share with you, and I think I have something in mind that I'm going to put in the back hallway. I'm going to show you that space. I'm going to measure, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to go check on to see if it might work. So we're just going to hop on into this video, get started, get a little cleaning and pickup done, and then we're going to run, and I'm going to let you run with me, and we're going to see if my idea is actually going to work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I have to tell y'all, when you see this video and I'm editing and watching it, I could not help but laugh at myself because I am forever moving things. I mean, since I did that back to school video, I've moved several things since then. And just, you know, it's like when you do something in one area, it's like a chain reaction to all these other areas. So when you see the study or the home office, there it is, when I do the tour for you and kind of tell you about what's in here in a few minutes. Since I recorded this, I did make a change in the lamp. That's because the lamp was in an area that I moved the piece of furniture, so then I had to move everything that was on it. So I don't know if you're like that or not, but I feel like the things in my house really has legs because I'm always moving them around. But that's fun because you don't necessarily have to buy, you know, a new piece. Maybe just give it a new home or a new look, and it just feels completely different. So I do that all the time. I know I'm not the only one that does that. So while I'm in here, I just thought I would share a little bit about this room. Since I'm through dusting. So we redid this room. I don't know, you know, time is a mystery to me. I don't really know how long ago it's been. I would say at least 5 years, maybe 6, maybe 7. You know, I just don't really know. But anyway, I'm going to put a picture up to show you what this room looked like before. When we built this house, that wall treatment that you're seeing was like all the thing. And my mother and I did it, and it was really pretty. It kind of looked like leather on the wall for a very long time, and I really liked it for a long time. And then I always knew that when I got ready to change it, we were going to have to do something major on these walls because that was not going to come down. So we did have this shiplap put up. We did not do it ourselves. We had somebody do it. And then we even had somebody come paint it for us. I mean, I do paint a lot, and yes, I could have done it. I didn't want to. I'm going to be honest. So we went ahead and did, I call this kind of a faded navy because that's what it looks like to me. We did that. We didn't do anything with these doors because I had these walls white, so I decided just to leave them white. Sometimes I think, well, maybe I should do something different with those, but I don't know. I could even maybe paint them like a faux wood. I don't know. But that's kind of how that came about. And then Trent's little basket on the wall, and I just put stuff, and more stuff because that's how he rolls. And the curtains, I think these came from TJ Maxx. They kind of have that, they're that real canvas feeling curtain, and they kind of have the stripe to match this wall. And then the curtain rod came from Amazon. This is his favorite scripture. And so as a surprise to him, after we finished it, I ordered this on Etsy and had it put up for him in this room. And then this furniture came from Amazon to put the printer on. And then this was actually my son-in-law's, and he thought we might could use it in the room. He did his undergraduate at Auburn, and so my husband is, you know, I have Auburn connections, so we put it right there. I thought that kind of filled in that space. That floor lamp actually came from Dollar General. Now this little desk, it's an antique desk, and when we first started talking about redoing this room, I found this at a little antique shop downtown Eclectic, which is where I taught and my girls went to school. And it was a sweet little friend that I knew that was opening it up. I need to wipe that off too. It's got these little pull-out things, which I love. And she gave me a great price on it. Y'all, I think I paid like $130 for this. And it is solid, heavy wood, wonderful furniture. And I redid it. I stripped it, not stripped it all the way. I just kind of sanded it and re-stained it. And then cleaned out the drawers and lined them. And I think I also maybe put these on. And then this chair was actually being thrown away by one of our clients. And so I got it to go with his desk. It does need a little bit of repair work, which we've never done because it really hasn't seemed to bother him. So, yeah. And then this little end table also came from Amazon. This ottoman we already had, so I just kept it in here because it's got good storage. This chair makes into a twin-size bed. And before my daughter and her husband got married, when he came to visit, we set this room up for him. And it was pretty cozy, actually, I think, in here. But it does make into a twin-size bed. And I knew we needed to have at least a small area downstairs for that, if possible. Let's see, just a little greenery over there. And then this shelf also came from Amazon. And there's probably a little bit more stuff on here than I would like, but this is not my room. So I want him to be happy with it. And then this rug also came from Amazon. And that's about it. But I'm going to show you something because, y'all, okay, this is so funny. So I don't know if you've seen these or not, but listen. So he knows that I love all things British and I watch all kinds of stuff on BBC. He was so excited about this. I can't remember if it was an anniversary gift or if it was, I just don't even remember. But if you could have seen the look on my face when I saw it, okay? Anyway, he really thought we were going to put it in our bedroom. My bedroom is nothing like this tall. Nothing. So I had to find a cozy little spot for it here in the study. But oh my goodness, y'all. we laugh about it. So yeah, and then all his little Auburn and devotionals and all those things. The other thing I was going to show you is the ceiling. I found this idea, and like I said, I know people do it all the time now, but when we did it, it really wasn't quite as popular. But I found this idea on Pinterest, of course, and I just felt like what a difference that would make in a study, and it did. The ceiling just made a huge difference, and we had somebody to do that for us. He said he would never do it again because it was a lot of work, but he did did a fabulous job on that. So I just thought while I was in here, I'd give you a quick tour. He always likes his little piles. I would do, a little different, but it's not my space. So just came in here to dust. Hampton's been following me around as usual. He's so tired, but we're going to move on to the next space. So I'm in the guest bedroom now. I did a video of this room way early when I first started, so you could always go back and check this out. This room is probably my favorite room in the house, if not my favorite, close to it. I redid this several years ago. We flipped this room in the craft room. We changed the spaces, and I redid this one as a guest bedroom. So it's the room where my daughter and son-in-law stay when they come home. And it's just a mixture of thrift finds, of things that we already had, just all the things that I love. So I don't come in here very often because they're not home very often, so it's really not necessary for me to be up here cleaning a whole lot. But I'm going to go ahead and dust a little bit in here today. And if you'd like to see more about this room, I'll see if I can find that video and maybe put it in the comments, but it was one of my earlier ones, so it was last year because I haven't been doing it this long, so you probably could find it. So let me go ahead, get it dusted, and then we'll move on to what else we're doing today. That I got recently, I saw these on a reel, y'all. I gotta quit watching reels. But I never really thought about, I don't know why, I never really thought about doing this with my shampoo and conditioner because they sit out, because I do like to take a bath, and I just have the bottles out there, and it never looks really pretty. So I got on Amazon and found these. They are actually plastic, which I thought was great because I don't want them to fall and get broken, especially when you're cleaning, and you move them around. And it actually came with 3. So I'm thinking I may use it for dish soap in the bathroom, or excuse me, hand soap, but I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to go ahead and fill these up today, put those out, and then I'm going to think about what I want to do with that one because I have some ideas in there I'm going to talk to you about. And then I accidentally ordered these. Now, I'm not joking. I know y'all think I'm trying to be funny. I'm not. So I saw something similar to this in Walmart, and I was just looking them up to see how much they cost, and I forgot they were in my cart. And so when I did a grocery delivery, guess what? They were in the cart, so I got them. So aren't they so pretty with the little bows? And they do look pretty in my kitchen. So I'm kind of thinking what I might want to do. I don't know yet, but maybe over here do like some kind of magnetic thing. And then I could, like maybe just hang these right here on this side. I don't know. I'm going to put them up for right now, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing with those. You know, that just gives me something else I got to buy, but that won't be much. But I think that might be a good spot. And then this was something else that got me, and I'm not going to do this right now, but it was only, I mean, it wasn't very much, less than $10. And you put it on your toilet to change out like the handle. And it's like a brushed gold, which is, you know, a lot of the color that I have on my, all my door hardware is brushed gold. So I'm going to put this in the guest bathroom. It's supposed to be like a universal one, and it tells you how to do it on the back. Kind of gives you directions for it. Front mount, angle mount, side mount, right mount, side down, just different ways that you mount it. And then it just shows you down here, attach and adjust arm. So I don't think this will be a big deal. I may go ahead and try to do it, and let's just see what it looks like. You know, it says right here, quick and easy to install. So we shall see. This is my tub area. I really have not done a lot of updates in here in a while. I love this piece. I've never wanted to replace it. I got this at a thrift store for $8, and I just thought it was so pretty. So I'm good with that. See what I mean? Like, they just go right here. I think I'm gonna move some of this stuff around. I don't really have a lot out, but that. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint this frame white. I know that that's dark over there, so I feel like maybe I need to leave it dark. I don't know. I want to do some things around this tub. I'm not sure exactly what. I know I'm going to get a new rug for in here on this floor. This is really not the one that I use, and it needs to be washed. I used to have a bigger one out here, but I moved it because of Hampton, but I think now I might could do a bigger one again. I don't know. But that definitely needs to be replaced. But I'm going to go ahead and fill these up and put those here and just kind of rearrange just a little bit, and still kind of brainstorming about what I want to do over here. I've had a curtain up there before. I have a light fixture that I want to change this out for. It's like a bamboo one. So I've got to get Trent to do that, and you know, that's always a thing. But anyway, so we'll see. Let me just get this going, and maybe I can brainstorm some ideas while I'm working.
I feel it in my veins, masking all this pain. Been searching high and low, with nowhere else to go. I used to feel alive, so many years went by. I wish I had more time, just wanna feel alright. Stars across the sky, guide me home. No more crying, it's time to go.
I'm gonna put those over there in that corner. It looks so much cleaner and neater. And this little pot that I have, I've got to run it through the dishwasher, let it soak, and it does fit like right here on the edge. So I may leave it there. I don't know. I may put it in that back corner. This was my granny's, and I've had it in here since she passed away because I knew it would match the rest of, you know, my house. And so I've had it for a long time in here. I may end up just putting it right back where it was and putting those over here, but it needs to be washed. So I'm going to take it in there and stick it in the dishwasher, let it soak first, and then we'll run it through the dishwasher. I want to just show you while I was taking the stuff out. This is the shampoo and the conditioner that I use. My hair is naturally curly, and I've tried a lot of different shampoos and products with it, but this has been my favorite. I've been using it for several years now, and it's from the Dollar General, $5 each. I mean, can you believe that? So, I don't know. I really love it. Some people may not like it as much as I do. I think there's some more in there. Yes, I'm going to have to put some more in that thing. But I love it. I even take it with me when I go to the hairdresser and have them wash my hair in it. I just feel like it keeps my curlier and lasts longer. So, I decided I am going to use it for body wash. I don't have body wash right now, but I'm going to get some. My girls both use it, and I don't really use it a lot, but I'm gonna get some and I'm gonna use it for that. I think that'll fill up that space a little bit better. Decided over here, this little piece that goes on top needed spray painting. So I'm spray painting it gold because I have this here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take these off and also spray paint those gold. I so wanna replace this, y'all, but this is not the one we had when we first moved in, and Trent had to replace it. Oh, it's been so long ago. We had a huge fight because I hate it. It's very modern looking and it does not fit the vibe of this bathroom or my side at all. But that was a long time ago, and now I think I could find something on Amazon that would work. So I'm going to replace this also with the gold, and then I'll spray paint those. That'll give this area a little different look. And then, yeah, I'm going to think about it over here. I just don't know. I do want to replace the light, which I already have that, so I don't have to buy that. I don't know. I just kind of want to change things up a little bit in here. So I did it. Isn't it amazing just what a little, that's such a small thing, but why does that make me happy? Let's see if it's going to work. I haven't tested it. Okay, so I got it on. The first time I tried it, it did not work, but I think I have it readjusted now, so it's filling up. It really wasn't hard. It's just going to depend on just the size of yours, how much you have to adjust it. Let me just, hang on. So let me just show you on the inside. I was going to kind of film while I was doing it, but my battery's low and I didn't want y'all to see me struggle if I struggle. But, so this piece, you just screw it in here. This comes off so that you can, put it back on. And then this is the little arm that it says adjustable. So you can, depending on like if you have it on this side, I don't know, like wherever yours is, you can move this arm around, and that's what I had to fix. And then these little clips just keep it into place. And then you should already have the chain and the hook on your toilet, and you just have to adjust the length so that it will, when you push it, it will flush easily and it'll stay closed when it's not. So I've adjusted the length a few times, so if it doesn't, if I need to go a little bit further, you can always take the chain back on a different notch to make it shorter. But yeah, it wasn't hard. It wouldn't be hard for people that were used to doing things like this. I'm not, but I do like the way it looks. And like I said, I think it was less than $10. Here's another thing that I wanted to show you. I mean, some of you may not like it. Some of you may, I don't know. So if you saw the video when I bought these, this was like a metal color on the inside, and it did match the brown in the trees, but it was just too busy for my eyes. Like every time I looked at it, I just thought it's just too much. It's just too much color over there, and it's just too busy. So I went ahead and just painted those scrolls that creamy beige color, and now I feel like it's softer. You've got something on the side, but it's not competing with the painting. So I like it better. Not sure if you guys will, but to me, when I look at it, it's just not as busy for my eyes. Kind of embarrassed to admit this, but I bought this little raised flower bed last spring, and I've had it in the back of the closet under the stairs at my house and have not done anything with it. And Caroline mentioned a few days ago that she wanted to plant some herbs and, parsley, sage, that kind of thing. And I thought, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. So I have pulled it out. It doesn't look too intimidating. I don't like putting stuff together, but my husband doesn't like it either, but he's not here. So, if I want it done, I'm going to have to figure this out. So I have got everything out here. So I'm going to work on this for a while and see if I can get it put together. So here's a little update. I'm doing pretty good. I had to figure out one little section, and once I got that figured out, then the rest of it's going pretty well. It did not come with this little, I don't know where if they're showing it. Well, I thought it was supposed to come with the little screw thing, but I'm sorry, y'all. I thought it was going to come with that, but I don't see it. But anyway, I do have pliers, so I'm going to go back and tighten all these later. But for now, I'm just kind of getting them in place, and then I'll tighten. Once I get this other leg on, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these before I put the bottom on. But I think I'm going to be able to do it by myself. I mean, you know, what's that saying? Necessity is the mother of creativity. And, you know, it's kind of like when you have to, you do. So I'm giving it a whirl. Pretty proud of myself. I don't like putting things together, but anyway, I got it done. Turned out really cute. I think I was envisioning it being taller, but I think I thought it was going to be as tall as this piece, because I had originally got it thinking I might use it in here for fruit. I wasn't going to use it for, you know, a raised flower bed. But there's so many things that you could do with it. You know, even in a playroom, you could put little things in it, you know, whatever in it, really. I mean, it's just adorable. So I have it done. And so when Caroline gets here, she will be able to kind of get an idea for it and see, you know, where she wants to put it. We're going to try to put it somewhere where it's going to get the most sunlight. And then that's the inside of it. And it has a little plug if you don't want, you know, whatever, like water to drain or anything like that. You could plug it up. But we're not going to, because she's going to use it as an actual little raised flower bed. And I think it was like $15. And I got it last spring. Like I said, it's been in here a while, but you know, they have stuff like this from time to time. You just have to not mind putting it together. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Oh my gosh, y'all. So this is the second project that I am working on. This is the box. I'll show you the picture. It's like a privacy screen that I wanted to put out there to hide, like where we keep our trash can. I probably would not have ordered this if I knew that it was going to come in, you know, all these pieces. However, I think I have my thoughts in order about how to do it. These have all got to be, obviously, they're not screwed in well. I just kind of wanted to get in my mind, like how you put it together. This is the wrong piece, and I'm not sure I can pull it out. It kind of catches. It's got those little places. I know it'll come out, but I don't know that I can do it by myself. It's not the right length. I did not realize, should have, that these were all different lengths, and it tells you which lengths to put in each spot. So I'm going to try, and I went ahead and just got them all laid out and organized, because guess what? It's in the kitchen, so now we got to do it, right? So anyway, I am going to see if I can pull this one out, and then I think I'm going to stop for right now and probably pick this up later. I kind of know what to do now, so I'm hoping that now that I've got it better organized, that it won't be quite as stressful going forward. Ha ha ha, we'll see. So this gives you an idea. I figured out how to take the other one out that I messed up on, so not that bad. So there's actually 8 different lengths, and so I don't know, I just didn't see that when I was pulling them out, but I've got them organized now so I can just, you see it's supposed to have the little swoop. So now that I know what I'm doing, I will finish this later. And it did come with a drill bit, and I have my drill I'm gonna get because I've got to fix, you know, all of these. I think I was at a bad angle for one thing, but we'll get all of those fixed. But you know, sometimes the main thing is just figuring out how to do it. So I know how it's supposed to be done now, and I think I can, you know, pretty easily finish the rest of it, maybe tomorrow. But, you know, that's why it's been sitting out here in the box for months, because when I peeked in it and saw these parts, and my husband does not like to do stuff like this. He will sometimes, but he's not here a lot either, so I kind of knew I was probably going to have to do it, which I don't like it either, but hey, I'm learning how to do things. I left it. So today was the day, so I got started, and I should be able to finish it up pretty easily, and then we'll get that trash can covered up outside. I did want to show you how these turned out. I had started them yesterday, and well, day before yesterday I started it and kind of had it all laid out, and then I had somewhere to go, and Trent had finished putting them together, which I was glad. I do think that you know, getting everything started and laid out was very helpful because you knew right what to do. And then he did go back in and tighten everything, which I was going to do that with the drill so that you know, it's all nice and snug. So this is not like a gate, so they're not going to like bend here, but what we decided to do, we came out here yesterday, we are going to just put them back to back right here on the other side of the meter. Wouldn't you know, the meter has to be right there. But we're going to just line them up close to that. And then I'm going to put some creeping fig on it, or jasmine, or ivy, one of those three, and let it grow on it. But this part will actually be like in the ground, and then you'll just see those two, you know, side by side. They're not really that heavy. I'll just kind of give you an idea. Kind of put it probably not all the way to the wall because, you know, we have a plug. But so there'll be two side by side, and like I said, this will be all the way down, and I'll have something growing on it. Hello. And that way, if we have boxes or anything that we, you know, are unloading, it'll hide those too. So I think it turned out great. It's been out here for months and months in the garage, and I finally just decided Saturday, let's get this done. That's one of my biggest, I don't know where Hampton is. That's one of my biggest things is nothing happens quickly, and it drives me insane. So sometimes I just have to take it and see if I can do it myself. And, you know, it's done now, but I'm telling you, they've been out here for a while. Okay, so if you've seen my other videos, you know I've been talking about this area. I just don't love it. So I measured it, and I'm going over to my dad's. My mom has a piece that, you know, she had that was actually my grandmother's, and it's kind of not really even in the best spot at his house. He will not care if I get it. Of course, I'm going to tell him. But I think it will fit here, and then I'm going to move this. I think I have somewhere in the house I can move it because I do like the storage, but this is going to give me storage too. And then I'm going to figure out, I don't like all this together. This chair may have to find a new home. But anyway, I'm going to do a few things around here, and then we're going to hop over there and see if we can make that work. So here is the piece, and y'all won't believe it, but it was meant to be. It's the perfect size. So I've just got to decide if I want to put new glass in this or if I want to do fabric panels. I don't know. I'm just going to, Daddy's going to bring it, and we're going to take it, and I'm going to play with it a while and decide, but it will fit perfectly in that spot. So here it is. It is absolutely perfect in this spot. God just knew that I needed to have it. I'm so happy I didn't buy anything. I don't have it pushed all the way back yet, but I'm going to do that. I'll take these pictures down. But so the way that it is, I'm only going to have to turn those lights up instead of down. I mean, they could stay down, but if I turn it up, then you could see it. And, you know, my daddy said to wait on Trent, but I might do it. I don't know. Because I got a dust up there. It's really, really dusty. But I think if I just turned it off, and I'm not doing anything with the wires, I'd just be, you know, rotating that bar up. So anyway, I think it's going to be great. Then the decision's going to be, do I paint it or do I leave it white and just let the stuff in it be the color? I don't know yet, but let me know what you think. The wall is kind of a creamy off-white. You can probably tell it does kind of show up, but the trim is white, the doors are white, and I feel like if I put stuff in it, that might be all the color that it needs. And I can put a basket or something down here. That'd be really pretty. So I'm excited. I'm gonna let that be it for me today. This will be another video when I start working on that. And I've got to figure out where I'm gonna put this piece that was back there. So make sure that you subscribe. I still have to do part 2 of where do I start decluttering, and that will be laundry room. So make sure that you have subscribed if that's something that you want to see, because I'll probably do that one next. And now I'm going to get the video for this going soon too. So I know you're going to want to see how it turns out. So make sure that you do that and let me know what you think. Should I paint it or should I just leave it white? And let me just say, you know, this was my mom's, so how special, but it was also my grandmother's before her. So I know that they would be so tickled to know that I have it, because they know how I like house stuff and doing all the pretty. So I'm just so happy, y'all. That was a happy way to end this video. I hope I'll see you on the next one.